empathy is bullshit and it's ruining society. It sounds fucked up, but we have to be honest with ourselves. We've been told that empathy is one of humanity's greatest strengths. And in many situations, it can be, and it is. But somewhere along the way, I guess, it stopped being about understanding people and more so about not holding anybody or anyone accountable. And if we're going to be honest with ourselves, every bad decision has to come with some sort of excuse. Every criticism is called hate. Every consequence now is just an oppression. I think we lost ourselves. We lost the way, and we become afraid of hurting people's feelings, and we stop telling them the truth. Because the truth hurts, and a lot of people are very sensitive now, unfortunately. A little too sensitive. Real empathy should not be suicidal. And that is a problem. You wouldn't help a snake or a scorpion because you know the consequences of helping that. They would sting you, they would bite you, and the venom would kill you. And that's an example of suicidal empathy. You don't grow from that, you just died. How do you grow if you're dead? You're just decomposing. I saw this girl's Instagram, and in her bio it said, "Choose empathy," which is pretty corny in my opinion. But then we have to understand most of the world is just a bunch of normies. But it really got me thinking, and I asked why. Why always choose empathy? Why? And in which scenarios? All of them? Every single one? Because if that's the case and you do, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Look, I understand people struggle, but everybody struggles. I struggle, you struggle, everyone does. You know, it doesn't mean you're just special and we need to change our whole world for you, you know? And that's a problem. This girl on Instagram, clearly she's an individualist to some degree. And it sounds judgmental for me to say, but it is the truth. She has tattoos, you know, an alternative hairstyle. I mean, what do you expect from someone who has to use language like that on social media? Choose empathy. They don't even know what they are talking about, let's be honest. And I'm not advocating for you to hurt other people. I know I sound sociopathic, maybe psychopathic to some degree, and perhaps I am, so maybe take my advice with a grain of salt as well. But you can't just let people walk through society doing whatever the hell they want without any sort of real life consequences and backlash. Let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves, you know. How are you supposed to change? How? Maybe that's why you're so stuck. Maybe that's why you can't seem to make a change in your life. I like a lot of different things. As you could tell from the video, I'm into exercising. This isn't a fitness channel. It's just what I do for myself as a hobby. You can take from it if you want. If you don't want to, that's completely fine. It's up to you. The point is, I am also interested in things that a lot of other people would be interested in. Arts, you know, history, exercise, a lot of different things. But I don't tell the world to stop. I don't tell everybody to stop for me if they are practicing something that maybe I'm not interested in, if they are believing something or saying things that I'm not really fond of, I don't tell them to stop. If I don't like it, I just walk away. That's about it. It's not really that hard. I'm not going to cry about it. I just don't care. And that's the mentality you should have. Just don't care. Not everyone is going to be your friend. Not everyone is going to support you. And quite honestly, you're going to see, if you accept that sooner rather than later, it will become easier on you. Again, take my advice with a grain of salt, because I'm not over here trying to make you think how I think. I'm just here to make you think. That's it. You might disagree with me. You might agree with me. But that's good. This is good. This is healthy. Compassion is a good thing as well, but we have to remain realistic. If somebody is overeating too much, you should let them know. And that is empathetic. That is care. That is a good thing. If somebody is, I don't know, maybe exercising too much to the point that it's unhealthy, you should let them know to stop. That is also empathy. That is also good. And this can be applied anywhere in the realms of politics as well. If there are things that are destroying your nation, maybe things that are destroying your family, maybe things that are destroying your community, your house, your friendships, whatever, you should be calling that out. You should feel the need to call it out, be responsible, because if you don't, you're going to see your favorite things get ruined. Your communities, your relationships, your families, your friends, your nation. And you don't want to see it get ruined, do you? All in the name of suicidal empathy. There should be limits. There should be limits. Because if there were no limits, that would be anarchy. And that would be chaos. And we don't want chaos. And if you look at a lot of the places in the world right now, in the major cities across the Western world, it was suicidal empathy that led to people overdosing on the streets, that led to gang violence, criminal activities. This is not empathetic truly. It's just suicidal. And that's not healthy. That's not healthy for anyone and anything. And now everybody is very scared of each other, very aware of when they step out of the house. It's hard to trust. It's hard to just simply exist in peace in these big, suicidal, empathetic cities with these people who clearly seem to not understand what true empathy is. So find yourself being responsible, hold yourself accountable, and hold others accountable. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.